Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Matt Diazable coming at you with some new music reviews. Thanks for coming on by. I appreciate it. My reviews for the next few weeks possibly might be really condensed because I am really behind and I'm trying to power through all these different reviews because I've got a lot of requests. I've been doing a lot of traveling, recording bands, so I'm all over the place. Today, I'm checking out the latest release from Reba Meyers with her newest EP called Clouded World. Now, you might know who she is, you might not, but if you don't, she is the co-founding member of a band called Code Orange, known as Code Orange Kids back in the day, but they were a really big hardcore metal band that just recently kind of went on break slash hiatus. We're not too sure what's going on there. All the members, including her, are doing different things, working with different bands, different solo projects, and just doing their own things for now. So hopefully they'll get back together and we'll see where things go in the future. But for now, this EP from Reba Meyers, I would say it hits a bunch of different moods while, still feeling quite cohesive, because one thing that is just linking everything together, which makes sense because it's her EP, is her vocals. They are very distinctive and they just sound really good. The opening track, Clouded World, jumps right into things with a very fast, scratchy guitar riffs and drums that use lots of, I want to say, triplet drum patterns. The drums here are very distinctive, and there's even some tambourine textures added to, give it that very 90s alt rock, early 2000s emo feel to it. I feel like possibly Reba is one of the reasons why I thought Code Orange had such a 90s aesthetics to it in terms of their looks and their sound, possibly other members too. But I'm not too surprised that this new EP from her or anything that Code Orange kids, Code Orange guys, whatever, do has like a 90s feel to it. They just really embody 90s style of like alternative rock music very well. Her vocals are very distinctive. Sometimes they're a bit buried in the mix, but until like when she starts screaming, it's like all that built up emotion she's had explodes and it sounds great. The bass is really a bit clunky at times, but the drums, they have this really nice twang and swag to them, and it just really all comes together very nicely. And then you have the song Certain Uncertainty, which possibly might be the biggest single on the EP. The guitars have a very deeper and more distorted feel here, and her vocals have this very raw and almost cathartic quality to them. And the drums and the distorted guitars carve out a space that, just shows off her emotional range, both, with her vocals and the instruments that they are implementing here. There's a lot of emotions running through this track. The mixture of clean and scream vocals really give the song a very emotional punch. Then you got the song Get Your Hold on Me, which kind of flips the energy a little bit with this EP. It goes more into a darker territory with synths, slow beats, and a very haunting mood, which kind of lines up with the whole Code Orange style and Reba's aesthetics and everything. I'm not surprised she went in this direction. Her thick vocals ride on top with this weird cold atmosphere, and the song picks up some steams in terms of like playing some fast hi-hat playing and then drifts back into this darkness. So there's this real eep and flow of like soft and dark. And the bass and the guitar have a really very distorted solo that pushes everything into this very hypnotic zone by the time you are done listening to this track. Then you have Sanctuary, which brings everything down with some very soft, strummy riffs, deep bass, and very ambient style drums. Her melodic singing here, and it's singing. She's singing over some like reverby guitars, just gives that whole '90s nostalgic feel that she's done before and what she's known for. It sounds great. Like if she was in a band in the '90s, she would fit in very nicely. And the transition between light and heavy, soft and distorted feel very natural and very, I guess you could say, intentional. It's well executed, pretty much. Then you have Lust Forbidden, which kind of goes in a more industrial sound, which, not surprised, we all know they all have this industrial influence, deep synths, heavy bass, and it's quite hypnotic. It has a very mechanical pulse to it. Her vocals go a bit deeper here, sometimes awkward in overall the flow of things, but when she layers them on top of each other or adds some very distant screams, the song gets a very dark and moody texture that just overall it works pretty well. The ending riff adds a lot of extra scope and texture that gives it a very cinematic feel by the time it is over. And so we get to the final song here, Bring Us All Together. It closes the EP out with a very slow, heavy style riffs layered with some very husky vocals and a build up into a very grunge filled guitar haze. Again, 90s aesthetics all the way. It's in her veins, her DNA. She can't help it. She stretches her voice a little bit more here with some softer tones and some gritty intensity and some razor sharp 90s style guitar solo that just pulls everything together, brings us all together, ironically. The emotional weight and the atmospheric grit is quite strong on this finale. So overall, I would say Clouded World from Reba Meyers. It shows that she is capable of shifting between so many different genres, whether it be alt rock, industrial, emo, synth gloom, uh, like metal style music. She is a chameleon when it comes to her music style, and this EP represents it very well. And I would say one thing that is, like I said at the beginning, she's going through all these different genres. One thing that is keeping things quite recognizable and just very distinct is her vocals, her husky, deep, and very calming and very aggressive vocals. They just latch onto you and you can't like not listen. They're very attention grabbing. So overall, it's emotionally raw. Musically, it has some very good variety to it, impressive solos, and like I would say overall, like even though she's not doing Code Orange stuff, you can tell that most of the members, probably all the members for sure, have some sort of talent, and they are just exuding that talent with these other projects. And this is a great example of that. So, latest EP from Reba Meyers, Clouded World EP. I would have to give it a good and decent 8.5 out of 10. Links down below. Tell me what you think about this EP, what you think about Code Orange, the situation with them being on hiatus, and let me know about how you guys are feeling about this new, faster, one take reviews I'm doing here. I might continue doing them. I don't know. Just trying to get through all of them. So, till next time, guys. See you in the pit.